The final plenary session of the year is underway at the National Assembly. It didn't come easy, even being delayed by over 3 hours, with rival parties at odds over a number of issues. They reached a last-minute deal in areas of contention after crunch talks. For details, we connect to our political correspondent, Kim Min-ji, who is on the phone with us right now. Min-ji, do fill us in.
Daniel, the last plenary session of the year got underway just over 2 hours ago. It was initially scheduled for this afternoon, but was postponed to give rival parties more time to work around their differences on some key contentious bills the ruling Democratic Party had hoped to pass before the year's end. Now, after crunch talks between rival parties this afternoon, they reached agreement on some issues. For starters, they agreed to pass a revision to the Occupational Safety and Health Act, which entails heavier penalties for firms when the contractors they hire are involved in accidents. Now, the need for a revision surfaced largely after a recent accident at a local power plant that claimed the life of a young contract worker. Now, besides that, some 80 non-contested bills will be put up for a full floor vote, which includes one on giving child benefits to families with children aged 6 or under, regardless of their income, and lawmakers will also vote to extend the terms of Parliament's special committees. But the parties could not narrow their differences on a set of bills aimed at boosting transparency and rooting out accounting fraud at kindergartens, so those are unlikely to be put up for a vote. Instead, the ruling party is planning to designate them as fast-track bills, which will enable the ruling party to put them out for a full-floor vote without sending them for deliberation in a committee, where the main opposition would have held them up. On the fast track, the bills just need 3/5 of the vote at a standing committee meeting, which the ruling party and the minor opposition have together.
And Min-ji, I understand there was a precondition that the main opposition party has been demanding in exchange for cooperation on some key issues.
Yes, we can say that the ruling Democratic Party made a concession. The main opposition party had been demanding a meeting of the House Steering Committee, which oversees the presidential office, to question top officials about a recent scandal. Now, it centers on the claims of a special inspector from the prosecution. He says he illegally surveilled many civilians while working for the presidential office, which Cheong-wa-dae has denied. The main opposition Liberty Korea party filed a complaint against the presidential chief of staff as well as the top secretary for civil affairs for abuse of power and neglecting of their duties. Now, the House Steering Committee meeting will take place next Monday, and lawmakers will be able to question the top presidential officials. Now, the president is also known to have told the top officials to go to attend the parliamentary meeting in order to pass the revision to the Safety Act today. That's all I have for now. Back to you, Daniel.